On this episode of It's Me or the Dog, Victoria tackles a love triangle.
This is it. I draw the line.
There's Adam, his girlfriend Leila, and Adam's two dogs, 11-year-old mixed breed Luca.
He is very demanding. He runs this house.
And 7-year-old soft-coated Wheaten Terrier Zoe.
Adam kisses Zoe more than he does Layla.
Blinded by love, Adam indulges both dogs' bad behavior.
There it is. There it is.
He even allows Zoe the best spot in bed.
You sleeping with Auntie Lele?
Layla's ready to call it quits.
I am at my wit's end.
Can Victoria put Adam's priorities in order?
Layla has said, it's me or the dog. Are you really going to let Layla go?
Or is there no room for new love in his life?
Don't tell me that you're going to work on not doing it and then do it. Is this worth saving or isn't it?
Victoria Stilwell has over 13 years' experience training dogs in Great Britain and the USA. Today, she's on her way to visit Leila and Adam's home to assess the situation with their two dogs, Luca and Zoe.
It's important to have an understanding of your dogs as dogs and not as children. Treating dogs too much like humans can have a negative influence on their amazing dogdom.
I'm just nervous, I think, about meeting Victoria because I don't want Zoe and Luca to feel like they're getting in trouble.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Oh, hey, hello. Hey. Wow, that was an enthusiastic greeting. Hello, beautiful dogs. Wow. I can see one of the problems right here.
I wasn't embarrassed about Zoe or Luca in front of Victoria because I need somebody outside of me to go, this is going on, there is a problem here, because Adam sure won't listen to me.
Now, which is which?
That's Luca, and that's Zoe.
Luca and Zoe. Oh, I just got an ear nibble.
Uh-huh.
Oh. Yes? Are you going to come say hi too? Hello. That was pet me.
He is very demanding. He demands his food, he demands his pets. He runs this house. We can't have guests over. You know, my mother will not step foot in this house.
Really?
Will not come here because of the dogs. Who wants to live with this all night?
One person who definitely does is Adam. He is utterly devoted to his dogs, but even he knows that all is not well.
Luca and Leila don't get along very well. Luca has bitten her on both of her feet and on her hand.
Oh.
And drawn blood.
He's drawn blood.
This is a really serious problem because Luca bites very, very hard. Wow. I've seen Layla's feet. She has been scarred by Luca's bites.
He bit my hand for trying to take a tissue once.
Okay. And what situation did he bite you on the feet?
I walked too close to the bed. He decided that underneath the bed is a safe zone for him. He's very comfortable and compact in there. Nobody can get to him.
So he'll bite you if you try and take something away from him, but he'll also bite you if he's under the bed and you get too close to that space.
And one of the issues that we are having is that he doesn't see a problem. So where there's no problem, there's nothing to fix.
I sometimes feel that maybe Leila antagonizes him, and he was within his safe zone, and it was his way of saying, stay away from me.
Leila, however, sees things differently.
Adam is absolutely in denial. He sees the dogs as perfect angels. When I got bit on my foot, he laughed at me, and he told me it was my fault. I finally was like, this is it. I draw the line. It's me or the dog.
So you said that
Oh, yeah.
to...
Yeah, that's where we're at.
Really?
I will leave if this doesn't work. I've been very clear about that. I am at my wit's end. Either we get help for the dogs or I go. That's it. I'm so exhausted. These dogs have exhausted me. Luca, this is it. See, he's taking it.
In addition to guarding territory, Luca is also protective of things he has in his mouth.
So if I try and get that away...
There it is.
Right.
There it is.
The most serious problem that Luca has is not just his space guarding, but his resource guarding. Whenever he has something in his mouth, if you try and take it away from him, he's going to bite you.
Luca?
Even Adam is not immune to Luca's possessive behavior.
Luca, can I please have that?
Whoa,
There it is. There it is. There you go.
Can I have that?
Now, if
Wow, no, don't. I don't want you to press him anymore.
He won't bite my hand.
Why, he just bit your foot.
I don't see it as him attacking me. You know, I look at it as, you know, I sort of snuck up on him trying to get the lid away from him. I think I am able to take this away from him.
You think, wait a second, I know he'd bite you. Adam seemed to be in complete denial about Luca's intentions. Luca had big intent to harm. If you try to take that away from him, he would bite you.
Luca's behavior is not the only thing coming between Adam and Layla. Zoe is literally right between them in bed at night.
This is us every night.
Oh.
And I'm like this all night.
Okay.
If I'm uncomfortable and I have no room, too bad, the children are sleeping on the bed. If I get them off the bed, he calls them back up. There is no room for intimacy. There is no room for cuddling.
Zoe is always my first priority when I get into bed, and that's the way Zoe and I have always been. It's just natural for Zoe and I to cuddle up every night.
Zoe looks very comfortable there, and she's getting all of the love and cuddles in the world.
You're so sleepy. You sleeping with Auntie Lele? You tired? Yeah.
Adam caresses and kisses Zoe more than he does Layla. She doesn't even get a look in.
Zoe, come here, little baby. You sleepy?
If I come in then and say, no dogs on the bed, how would you handle that?
It would be very, very difficult.
It says something about a relationship when the dog is continually allowed to sleep in the middle of a couple.
Although Zoe is not shy to take her space on the bed, she is shy when Adam or Layla try to take her picture.
There's something about the camera. She's not having it. She's hiding. It's a very strange thing.
Wow.
The video doesn't bother her, with the video cameras, but digital cameras will have no part of it.
The really interesting thing that Adam and Layla told me about was that Zoe doesn't like having a picture taken. She runs away and hides. I've heard of people not liking having their pictures taken, but never a dog.
One person who's had enough of both dogs' behavior is Layla's mother.
Layla.
She stops by for one last visit to share her concerns with Victoria.
Layla's mom was obviously startled by the dogs. They made her feel uncomfortable.
The minute I ring the doorbell, I hear the barking, and I know what's going to happen when I open the door, and it's really distressful. It really is. The dogs abruptly jump on me, and I don't like it. I do not like it.
I'm very embarrassed about Luca and Zoe's behavior because my mom's so unhappy in that situation. And it hurts me that my mom won't come over to my house.
Jumping is not the only reason Layla's mom refuses to visit.
You know, he bit me. He broke my skin and bit me. I've never been bitten by a dog before. It hurt, and I was just shocked. I felt really, like, violated, like, oh my God, and I just said, I won't be back, I won't.
Okay.
Sushi.
Thank you.
It's funny with Luca. This is... Stop.
There is no intimate conversation whatsoever that can take place at dinner because the dogs never stop barking.
Hey, stop it.
How can I ever have anybody over for dinner when Luca is sitting up on his hind legs, barking really loud, demanding food?
Having dinner at that place is not pleasant. Luca barks and barks and barks at him, and Adam feeds him little bits of sushi at the end of the chopsticks.
Welcome to my dinner.
While sushi isn't particularly healthy for dogs, the bigger issue is Adam encouraging Luca's bad behavior, and Layla's had enough.
You shouldn't feed your dog from the table. Everybody knows that. Ever since we've lived together, we haven't had a happy household. So it means everything for this to work. I could stay, our relationship could grow, we could all live together as a family, we could start a life together.
So, in a way, you're reinforcing their behavior. Well, not in a way, you are.
I do reinforce some of their bad behavior, but I don't want to not share. I know he loves sushi.
Adam seems to be in complete denial about his dog's behavior. He makes excuses. He puts his dogs before his girlfriend. And I think if he's not careful, he's going to be alone with them.
Coming up, Adam gets a reality check.
You're not the dog's father.
But can he accept the truth?
Are you still in denial?
Victoria Stilwell has had a full day to observe Adam and Leila's problems with their dogs, Luca and Zoe.
There it is, there it is.
Now, she wants to sit down to confront the issues.
Tell me, Adam, first of all, what do these dogs mean to you?
I always take care of them first before I take care of myself. So they really are like having young children.
Where does Leila fit into your family?
We always refer to her as Auntie Lele with the dogs.
I am told in this household, and it is made clear that I am not their mother.
I think all of this is a little skewed because you're not the dog's father. You're not the dog's auntie.
I know.
However, it does bring up a massive point. Adam, Leila has said, it's me or the dog. She really has said it. Are you really going to be by yourself with your dogs? Are you really going to let Leila go?
Well, you know, that's why we're here. I don't want to let Leila go because I love her a great deal, but, you know, my dogs we're a team, we're a package.
What is it like for you, Leila, to come in and have to share your bed with a dog?
It's uncomfortable. Zoe gets to be the divider between the two of us. And any form of intimacy is really out, and it's hard. It's really hard.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
No. And how do you feel like, because Leila's obviously getting upset here, so, you know, what does that mean to you?
It's something that we have to change. But I don't even know how to keep Zoe off of the bed. She will get back up on the bed.
You've never tried to sleep with Zoe off the bed, so that's not really a fair statement.
A lot of people will deny their dog's bad behavior and give excuses for that behavior. Are you in denial that your dog has a major problem? Are you still in denial?
No, it's a problem.
Okay. You've got to be willing to work with me. Are you willing?
Absolutely.
Let's do it.
Training begins at the front door.
I know one of the biggest difficulties you have is when people come in and Zoe jumps all over them. I don't care whether she's sitting or whether she's standing or whether she's lying down. I just want her to stay in one position, wherever that position is going to be. All dogs need motivation to work. You're going to be using food, and the only time you give her a treat is after the whole command is completed. All right?
Victoria has Leila ring the doorbell to demonstrate.
Stay. Stay. Uh-oh. And she moves forward. She's not going to get to greet the person. The person stays outside. Stay. Come in. Stay. Stay.
On the second attempt, Zoe catches on and is rewarded with a bit of chicken.
Say hi. Say hi. Good girl. Now, I'd like you to do this, Leila. Wait 10 seconds.
Stay. The door training would really, really help us to have guests over if this succeeds. Okay, good girl.
Say hello.
Say hello.
Hi. Hello, miss.
With Zoe responding well to the training, Victoria wants Adam to try with Luca.
Luca, stay. Stay. Stay.
Don't be combative. Nice light voice.
Stay. Stay. Stay.
With Luca showing resistance, Adam's indulgent instinct takes over.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Should I give him a treat so that he knows that I have them?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
Adam has such a history of spoiling the dogs, giving them whatever they want whenever they want it. I think all of this is going to be very hard for him. He has to exercise impulse control.
Luca, stay. Stay. Luca, stay. Luca, stay. Stay. Good boy.
All right, now, that was good. You're still a little combative. This is very interesting because you've got this kind of relationship where you put any kind of pressure on him at all, he fights right back at you. Don't you dare tell me what to do, he's saying.
Now that Luca has reluctantly made some progress, it's time to work with both dogs together.
Zoe, stay. 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 Zoe, stay. 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 Stay.
Keep your body upright.
I was frustrated, trying to figure out a way to get Luca to listen and do what he's told to do. Stay. 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 Luca, stay.
Adam was taking quite a while. He was really struggling with it. But you know, it's tough. With two dogs that have a habit of barking and jumping up on people, it takes time.
Stay.
After 20 minutes of training, Adam finally gets Victoria in the door.
Stay. Stay.
Nearly. Nearly. Okay. Adam has done very little training with his dogs. And so to actually get up and do some and work with his dogs, I think it was a big thing for him.
I think this is going to be really difficult for him.
Yeah. I think everything is going to be difficult for you because it's changing a habit. You're changing a habit of a lifetime.
Now that she's back inside, Victoria decides it's time to address Luca's guarding behavior.
I'm going to introduce the trade game with him. Now, I have to be careful with this dog because he doesn't know it's a game yet.
First, Victoria has Adam put a harness on Luca to make sure he doesn't lunge during the training. Then, she covers several plastic lids with peanut butter to make the trade game more enticing.
Trade. Boy, is this fun? And make it a game. Trade. Because before, it's been a threat and a challenge.
Each time Victoria redirects Luca's attention to a new lid, he happily gives up the old one.
I'm telling him, I am no threat to you. So, remember, he loses, but he gains. So your reward can either be a treat, it can be praise, it can be a toy, but he's got to gain too. Now, I want you to do this, okay? Just be aware of his body language. Make it light, non-threatening, calm. The more threatening your behavior, the more challenging you are, and the more the dog will react negatively. Change the picture. Make it no big deal. Make it a game. Make it light. The dog will respond. That's it. Just give him one. There you go. Now he's in the process of guarding. Now, put another one on the ground, not near him, but far, a little bit away, and say trade.
Luca, trade. Trade.
Remember, don't bark orders at him.
Okay.
Keep it light. This is a game, okay? Okay, now, that's his guarding position. You see, I can feel his body go tense. So I'm holding onto the leash. I want you to say, trade.
Trade. Trade.
Good boy.
I'm gonna really work on lowering my tone and making it more friendly in hopes that maybe he will recognize that as not a confrontation, but as me really asking him to go do something.
Because he's got a long history of challenges from you, he is much more into guarding it from you.
Not only do we have to break a pattern of many years of behavior with Zoe and Luca, we have to break a pattern of many years of behavior with Adam.
Coming up,
Place.
Victoria puts Luca on the spot.
Very good boy. That's what I wanted.
But will Adam follow through?
Luca, place.
Expert dog trainer Victoria Stilwell has tackled mixed breed Luca's possession and guarding habits. Now she wants to address Luca's other dangerous behavior.
Under the bed here is, as you call it, his safe zone. You come near it, he's gonna nail you. So, what do? You need to take pressure off this dog, change his mindset so that your approach to the bed is not a threatening one. And this is how we do it, target training. Touch. Good boy. I want a good nose touch. Touch. Oh. That's one way you could do it. Touch. Good boy. You You're not going to go up to the bed and put your hand under the bed to try and get the dog out. But you can use the hand a distance away from the bed. Give him the touch command, and the idea is that he comes up and touches the hand because he knows he's going to get something good in return. Touch.
To associate the command with the bed, Victoria repeats the process around its perimeter.
I wanted to show Luca that actually the perimeter of the bed is a fun place and not a place that he needs to guard. Good boy. He's really moving now. Layla, I just want you to do what I did. I then let Layla try, as she's the person that's always getting bitten.
Touch.
Good.
Boy. He is so intelligent. I was really excited by how fast he took to it. Touch. I saw him having to work for something. Uh-oh. And I saw his mind and his little wheels turning. Luca, touch. Good boy. It gave me a chance to see how intelligent he is.
All good things happen around the bed, not underneath it.
Okay.
Presenting the camera.
Now, Victoria shifts her focus to Zoe's unusual fear.
I wanted to desensitize Zoe to the camera. So first of all I did was bring the camera down, let her touch it with her nose, and gave her a treat. I repeated this a couple of times so that she could see that the actual physical camera was no threat to her. Oh, and I'm going to put the camera up to my eyes. Zoe didn't seem to mind the camera at all when I had it in my hand. So then the next thing to do was to turn it on. Good girl. All right, we've got to realize that dogs hear higher pitches than we do, and that's pretty high pitched. After I desensitized her to turning on the camera, I then desensitized her to actually taking pictures without the flash going off. Say sausages. Oh, good girl. Well, that's a beautiful picture.
Zoe's handling it well, so Victoria sets up for a family portrait with the flash.
Zoe, sausages. Good girl.
Now, it's Adam's turn.
Zoe. Sausages. Zoe.
Isn't that funny?
She's totally different. Totally different with you than she was with her. It was very interesting how she was more willing to stay in front of the camera for Victoria than she was for Adam.
Then I had to desensitize Zoe to the fact that Adam was taking the picture. And I had Adam have the treats right next to the camera, say sausages,
Sausages.
take the picture, and then give her a treat. There you go. After a couple of tries, she was fine. It's the whole pointing, shooting, the whole learned behavior that she has with you. And so if you just do that, pair it with something nice and pleasurable, she'll be fine.
Perfect.
Okay?
We got several pictures of Zoe today, and hopefully we'll get a lot more.
With Zoe's fear put to rest, Victoria is ready to tackle Luca's terrible table manners.
During meal times, Luca is a pain. He does not stop barking or whining, especially Adam, because he's been fed all the time from the table, and Leila's had enough of it. So I wanted to give Luca something else to do, but also to teach Luca some impulse control. So I have put right here a special mat. This is the mat he has to go to when you're eating. For now, the only way he's going to get food from here is if he goes on his mat. And I'm going to teach him the place command. We're going to see if you pick this up, mister. Here. I'm going to lead him on the mat. Place. Good boy. I wait for his whole body to get on the mat before he gets the treat.
Now that Luca associates the mat with treats, Victoria wants him to place himself there when commanded.
Place. He barks at me, I turn my back. Place. Good boy.
For the next step, Victoria wants Luca to remain quietly on the mat while she's at the dinner table.
Uh-oh. Here. Stay. Place is easy, stay is really hard. Stay. Place. Stay. 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 Very good boy. That's what I wanted.
Now, Adam has a turn.
Luca, place. I wasn't surprised he challenged me, but I was more impressed that he eventually relented and said, okay, Dad, I gotta do it, so I'm gonna do it. Good boy.
Fabulous. Fabulous. Well done. Well done.
It was very exciting for me to see Adam working with Luca. It gave me a chance to see how intelligent he is because I've never seen him take any commands or have to work for anything. And the hope is that that can continue.
Coming up, Victoria raises the stakes.
Now, this is going to be the test. Can he go to place with this food on the table? Stay. Place.
Expert dog trainer Victoria Stilwell has been teaching Adam and Leila how to put Luca in his place.
Place.
To set Luca up for success, Victoria is using low-value, less enticing food and has moved the mat closer to the table.
Okay. We're not going to eat it at the moment, but it's just there. Now, this is going to be the test. Can he go to place with this food on the table? Place. Place. Stay. Good boy.
Can he smell the food?
I'm sure.
Bet he can. Stay.
Luca lets Victoria know how he feels. But when he gets no response, he quickly returns to his mat.
Stay. Boy. See, what I don't want to do, I don't want to build up a chain. Him coming out, and then he goes back, and immediately he gets a treat. He has to be on that mat for a long time before he gets a treat. So he knows that he's being treated for being on the mat. He never gets any of this food on the table. He just gets the treats that you provide him from you, not from the table. All right, now let's swap.
Now, Adam gives it a try.
Luca, place. Stay.
Okay, eat. Put him in his place again.
Luca, place. Luca, place. Stay.
Now throw him a piece of food, good boy.
Good boy.
Lovely, well done. Very good, Adam. I really feel like you were more relaxed and your whole demeanor was different. Your voice was much calmer. You were in complete control.
Okay.
And he was listening to you and he didn't fight back, and it was fabulous. I started off using low-value food, but I want the couple to continue with training and gradually introducing more delicious foods, ending up hopefully on my return with sushi.
With that bad habit hopefully broken, Victoria wants to address Adam's bad habit of allowing Zoe on the bed.
I have something here for Zoe, and she already got on it. She loves it. Oh, good girl. Oh, that's nice.
She jumped right on it.
She's like, this is, I like it here.
Awesome.
I want to see, Adam, if you can sleep with her on the bed here next to you.
I think we can do that.
And you can lie here, hey, and you can still have that connection with her here, and she can still be touching you. You could still be touching her, but she's not in the middle of you.
It's fantastic.
Good night.
I'm very excited about Zoe being out of the bed. It's gonna be great to have a full night's sleep. And it might be nice to cuddle up to my boyfriend once in a while.
Coming up, with Victoria gone, will Adam keep his promises?
What are you doing?
Dog expert Victoria Stilwell has been working with conflicted couple Adam and Leila and their two dogs, Luca and Zoe.
Your voice was much calmer. You were in complete control.
For the next few days, the owners will carry out the training alone.
I really hope this works.
But before Victoria leaves, she has some further instructions.
First of all, I want you to keep working on place. Up the ante by using more delicious foods so that by the time I come back, Luca's ready for the sushi. Work well, work hard. I'll see you in a couple of days, okay? Bye, pup. See you later.
It's their first morning without Victoria.
Sausages!
And Adam's using what he learned to capture Zoe for the family's wall of fame.
Good girl.
Later on, the couple continues to work with Luca on his aggressive guarding behavior.
Good touch. Come on.
First, in the bedroom with the touch training.
Good boy. I think the touch training that Victoria taught us was far more successful than the chase Luca under the bed training that we had done in the past. Luca, trade.
And then in the living room with trade training.
Luca, trade. There you go, boy. Good boy.
It blows my mind. I thought there was no way to train that dog at 11 years old.
Good boy.
I definitely like him a lot more. I understand him incredibly better.
A few days later, Victoria checks in to see how Adam and Leila have been getting on.
Hi. Okay, stay.
Today, they're practicing the door training.
Stay.
Way to go, Zoe.
Zoe's continued to make huge strides, but Luca's finding it harder to stay focused.
Sit.
And so is Leila.
Sit. You make me want to fight with you. Sit. Sit.
Stay. Stay. Leila, you cannot get frustrated. You have to be patient because you've got to realize this is going to take some time.
It's really hard for me. I get really frustrated.
Since Leila's getting nowhere, Adam steps in to show her it can be done.
Stay. I think that Leila gets apprehensive around the door because Luca's barking. So I think that once Leila realizes that Luca will respond to her, and if she's calm, he'll calm down as well. Good boy! Who's daddy's boy?
Way to go, Adam.
Adam and Leila sit down for a snack and practice the place training.
Place, Luca. Good boy.
But keeping Luca on his mat proves difficult.
Maybe it's just a matter of bringing the mat closer.
You don't like
And
that.
just bring the mat here.
All right, that mat is a little close. Though Luca's not barking, he's still begging, and the whole purpose of this training is to keep Luca away from the table.
Remember she said even if you look at him, it's rewarding him? Stop looking at him. Stop looking at him.
Okay, you know what? He's sitting and he's being quiet.
Adam, you are looking at Luca way too much. You have to remember that attention is powerful as a reward and you're devaluing it. Leila is right.
Later that night, Zoe seems to be resting comfortably in her new bed. But after a few hours, Adam calls her back into bed with him.
What are you doing? Zoe's on her bed and you're calling her up to you. You are clearly not wanting this dog out of your bed.
I get frustrated. Don't tell me that you're gonna work on something that you're not gonna work on.
The next morning, Leila airs her concerns.
It's your bed. Adam, I heard you call her up onto the bed at least 5 times last night. And I woke up at 3 in the morning with no covers because you and her had them all. Don't tell me that you're gonna work on not doing it and then do it.
Well, of course I want her up on the bed, but if it's affecting us, then she's got to sleep on this bed where she looks completely content.
But do you understand that you've said that and now you continue to ask her up on the bed every night? All I can do is try to do this with you. I told you that this is what I would try. And if it doesn't work, you already know where I stand.
Looks like Adam and Layla need to put a few things right.
Victoria is returning to Adam and Leila's home to see if their work with Luca and Zoe is paying off.
Hi.
With Adam keeping the dogs focused, Victoria immediately makes it through the front door.
Sit. Sit. Good boy. Good boy.
Zoe.
Hi, Victoria.
Zoe.
Zoe. Down.
No jumping.
Zoe.
Okay, well that was one jump. That's
wasn't
much better.
Perfect, but it was better.
All right.
Encouraged by the progress so far, Victoria finds out how Leila is feeling.
The door has been a little frustrating for me. I need to really calm down and remember that this isn't going to be an overnight fix. It's going to take a lot of work.
You said that the door training was a bit frustrating. I mean, when I came in, I really was jumped on. I was jumped on once. And when I first came here, I was jumped on loads of times. Hello. I can see one of the is right here. Now, what about dinner time? Because I noticed that you pulled the mat a little bit further right next to you at the table. Can you explain to me why you did that?
The reason we did that was Luca just sat there, and he was quiet, and he was good, and he laid down. So as far as I'm concerned, he can sit there.
If you find that some things work better than others and you can kind of adapt those tools to work for you in your environment, go for it. Go for it.
To show Victoria how successful they've been, Adam and Leila demonstrate with Luca's favorite food.
This is a real test. Sushi, which is the creme de la creme, especially for him. And look at him. He's not barking. Leila, what do you think about him being so close to the table? Do you mind it?
I was a little put off by it at first, but I have to admit we've had a couple of peaceful meals with him just laying next to the table.
Okay.
If Adam insists on having Luca close by, Victoria wants him to phase out treats from the pouch.
Instead of food, your reward now becomes just a quick good boy. So you don't have to be feeding him. Just do this for a little more, and then you can get your mum around. I mean, even if she did come now, she'd be well impressed with this.
I agree.
Well done, though. Well
Thank
done.
you.
The dogs were so much better than they had been before, and they were able to sit down and eat sushi with the dogs being there.
After their success at the dinner table, Victoria moves on to one last sticking point: sleeping arrangements.
All right, let's just have a little chat, Adam. You've been bringing her up onto the bed, haven't you?
Well, no. We define sleep as when the lights go out and the TV goes off, opposed to...
And your eyes are closed.
And my eyes are closed. So Zoe and I will cuddle until it's
He's
actually
gonna fall asleep.
Till it's time to go to sleep. And then I put her into bed.
So, you know, that's obviously a bit too confusing for her.
It is
So-
confusing. Is the dog allowed up on the bed? Is the dog not allowed up on the bed? And I like to make it black or white.
Right.
Yes or no? Okay, be honest. Do you want Zoe on the bed or not?
I do want Zoe on the bed, but I would rather have Leila in the bed.
Good answer. Good answer, that man. I've done the best compromise I can. Now it's up to you. You can fight it out forever. But I think Zoe's telling you that she likes being here. I am a little surprised that Adam's not really listening to Leila, that, you know, actually it's better that Zoe is out of the bed. I just hope in the future they can work something out. When I first came here, Leila, you really said to me, you know what, it's me or the dog. And you didn't trust Adam to do a lot of the training. You said that over and over again. Tell me, what's the status now?
You know, he's put a lot of effort and time into it, and he's shown me a different side of him, and I see the light at the end of the tunnel. You know, there's a lot of hope.
So, Leila, are you staying?
Yes.
Good. Adam, what do you say to that?
I'm very happy that she's staying.
You know, you really were a family that was divided, and now I feel like you've come together. Well done, guys. Bye-bye. Good luck.
Thank you.
See ya.
Bye. This is great. It couldn't have worked out better. I'm glad Victoria came.
The only thing I can say to Victoria is thank you, and we are eternally grateful for you.
After just a few weeks of training on their own, Adam and Layla have seen some major changes with Zoe and Luca.
Luca trade? I've become a lot more comfortable with Luca. We work on the trade and the touch training all the time, and we're doing well together. Touch? Good boy.
That's what it's all about. Layla is much more comfortable with the dogs, and now she can really build up a positive relationship with both Zoe and Luca.
Adam has worked really hard on the bed training with Zoe.
I've committed myself to keeping Zoe out of the bed. It's a struggle, but we're working at it.
Zoe still tries to sneak up on the bed from time to time, but for the most part, she does sleep in her bed, and she really likes it.
I'm really proud of Adam because old habits are hard to break, but he's really kept up with his efforts, and this has changed the whole family dynamic.
Please. Good boy. Luca's doing fantastic with the place and stay commands.
Our lives have changed so much now that Adam has Luca's begging and jumping at the table under control.
The dogs were amazing. They really were. There's a huge improvement. It's not small, it's huge.
Thanks for watching. If you love It's Me or the Dog and want more dog training tips and tricks, visit my official site, positively.com. And if you're interested in learning more about becoming a dog trainer, check out the Victoria Stilwell Academy. Links to both sites are in the description. I'll see you online.